Meron tayong bagong bail bond guide. At ito ay for the benefit of those who are in jail or those whose relatives are in jail at gusto nyong meron siyang temporary liberty habang siya ay may pending case. Ito yung inisyu ng Office of the Court Administrator ng Supreme Court, yung Memorandum Circular OCA Circular number 204-2022. At medyo nahigpitan yung mga requirement ng posting of cash, surety, or property bond. No? Doon sa cash bond, pag kayo ay may kaso, merong recommended bail ang linalagay ng piskal. So halimbawa, 20,000 pesos yung recommended bail. Normally, pwede mong mag-motion to reduce yan. Usually, dati 50% grant ng court. No? Pero ngayon, may minimum of 60% ang kailangan bayaran mo. So, mga 40% na lang ang reduction of bail. Hindi problema yan, pero ang problema ay yung mga documentary requirements. So, ilan sa kanila, certified true copy of the official court copy of the information. 4 sets of the accused picture showing his front, left, and right profiles with the name and signature of the accused at the back of each picture. So, meron din tayong handprints, fingerprints, no, left and right. Saka meron tayong barangay certification for bail purposes. Dapat alam din ito ng ating mga punong barangay, reflecting the name and residence of the accused in the barangay. Aside from that, kailangan ng location plan or house sketch of the house where the accused is living, certified by the barangay, no? Para alam kung saan hahanapin yung akusado. Kailangan ng sketch or house location, no? Pag nakadetain naman yung akusado, kailangan ng certificate of detention. Kailangan din ng undertaking and waiver of appearance na pag tinawag ka, sisipot ka sa mga hearing. At of course, yung foreigner. No? Normally, if the accused is a foreigner, the judge will require na i-deposito niya yung kanyang passport sa korte. Ang foreigner hindi nagagrant ng reduction ng bond. Usually, kung 100,000 pesos yung bail recommended, hindi mo pwedeng ipareduce yan to 60,000 pesos or less. And of course, binigyan ng wide discretion ang mga judges na mag-impose ng additional requirements para sa mga nagpo-post ng bail bond. Doon naman sa Administrative Matter 04-7-02, merong guidelines on corporate surety bond. By the way, pag nag-cash bond ka, pagkatapos ng kaso, ibabalik yung cash bond sa'yo. No? Hindi yan forfeited in favor of government. Kailangan ibalik yan. Doon sa surety bond, wala kang cash. So, pupunta ka sa isang bonding company at sila yung magpo-post ng bond para sa iyo. And in turn, ikaw ay magbabayad ng percentage annually doon sa surety bond habang pending yung kaso. So, ang normal rate ng surety bonds abot ng 3 to 15% of the cash bond recommended. No? So, pag GSMIL, 3% up to 15% ng GSMIL ang babayaran mo, pero annually. Yung surety bond, hindi mo na makukuha at the end of the case. Pero wala na yung fly-by-night surety companies, no? Kailangan accredited by the Supreme Court yung mga surety companies. So wala na yung mga surety companies dun sa tabi-tabi lang, no? You have to get a accreditation. Tapos yung mga requirement ng cash bond, kailangan i-comply mo rin dito sa surety bond. Then of course, another form of bond is property bond. Wala kang pera na cash, wala kang perang pambayad ng surety. So, meron ka bang lupa, no? Whether tax declaration or titled property, kailangan isubmit mo yung original title or tax declaration sa korte. And then you have to comply with all the requirements again of those posting cash bond. Of course, yung real property bond, ibabalik din sa'yo pagkatapos ng kaso.